What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of SmackDown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including the real reason why WWE removed Jey Uso from the Elimination Chamber, who was that masked man on SmackDown, who attacked Jey Uso, why WWE delivered a title change on SmackDown, a WWE debut confirmed, CM Punk calls out WWE booking, a major WrestleMania change confirmed, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. As always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, a smart pivot. Now it's official, Jey Uso is out of the Elimination Chamber tonight. In yet another mystery angle, someone would take out Jey backstage, and a match between Jacob Fatu and Logan Paul would determine who advances into the chamber tonight. Drew McIntyre would once again make his presence felt during the match, allowing Logan to win. This means that Logan has been in 3 back-to-back chambers, and whilst fans are disappointed that Fatu lost again, his feud with McIntyre is still ongoing and there's no way he misses out on WrestleMania. Number 2, new champs. Now we have new women's tag team champions. The team of Lash Legend and Nia Jax defeated Rhea Ripley and Io Sky to win the tag titles, and this certainly opens up the door for Ripley to potentially win the Elimination Chamber tonight and challenge Jade at WrestleMania 42. Number 3, the US title open challenge. Another week, another instance of Carmelo Hayes having a fantastic television match for the US title. Hayes would wrestle Matt Cardona on SmackDown last night in what could have been Matt Cardona's best WWE match ever. Whilst US Open challenges are highlights of SmackDown each week, WWE still needs substantial storylines for the US title, and Hayes definitely needs a rivalry to sink his teeth into. Number 4, the format. The 3-hour format of SmackDown is still a contested topic amongst fans, but so far it's actually worked in WWE's favor in 2026. The shows now have felt definitely more alive, and the extra hour has allowed more WWE talent to be showcased on the show itself. The extra hour may come in handy over the next few weeks as WWE builds up WrestleMania 42, and the additional hour will allow for the lower card WrestleMania matches to hopefully receive a substantial build. And who the hell is this? Now, we were actually going to put this in the bad originally, but maybe we'll give it the benefit of the doubt, as during the Logan Paul vs Jacob Fatu match, the masked man tried to interfere once again, and Logan managed to unmask him. But in a shocking twist, the man wasn't a wrestler we've never seen on television before. It wasn't Grayson Waller, it wasn't Seth Rollins, it was this guy. This has now led to speculation that this was a total decoy, and this was even furthered by Wade Barrett on commentary. Now, since that this was just a pure decoy, there are theories that the masked man is just going to actually be revealed tonight in the Chamber PLE. But why exactly did we put this in the good? Many people online absolutely hated this angle and felt that this was one of the worst reveals in recent history. However, when you really look at who the masked man was, it's actually pretty smart. But who was he? We'll get into the news soon to reveal that. But that was a good, but what about the bad, as the feud never ends? A logic would assume that the feud between the Wyatt Six and the MFTs would be coming to an end. Uncle Howdy defeated Solo Sikoa in singles action last night on SmackDown, but after the match, the MFTs yet again stole the lantern. This feud is currently WWE's longest standing continuous feud, and there are absolutely no signs that it's ending anytime soon. Just what exactly is the payoff to this? Now, there's nothing downright ugly on this week's SmackDown. WWE did a good job in advancing the 2 main stories ahead of the chamber, and the show remains completely unpredictable, as WWE appeared to be keen on delivering twists and turns on the road to WrestleMania 42. What did you guys think of the blue brand last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now, let's move on to the news. Now, first story looks at the real reason WWE removed Jey Uso. Now, our top story today looks at last night's SmackDown broadcast, specifically how WWE has made the bold call to remove Jey Uso from tonight's Elimination Chamber match. At the top of last night's show, a mystery name took out Jey, and later in the show, Logan Paul would end up taking his place. In relation to why WWE have done this angle, there are actually 3 central reasons. The first is that, well, Jey was never supposed to be involved. That's right, the original plans for the chamber were to see Bronson Reed take the last spot. However, when Reed went down with a serious injury live on Raw on Monday, WWE were forced to improvise and Jey ended up taking Reed's spot. It's likely that spots involving Reed and the Vision as well as the Masked Man were already penciled into the chamber match itself, so Reed's spot will now have to be taken by Logan Paul for the Masked Man storyline to make any sense at all. As if there was no Vision members in the chamber, there would be no reason for the Masked Man to appear. Number 2, it gives Jey a new storyline. Despite being one half of the tag team champions, Jey Uso's act is somewhat stale. This mystery attack will give him something new to do when he returns to television and should hopefully lead to a prominent match for the tag titles at WrestleMania. And number 3, Jey's singles push is done and they're listening to the fans. The fans weren't best pleased when Jey Uso was inserted into the chamber match at all. A lot of fans are over Jey being a main event level attraction in the company, and Jey could have been taken out due to this. The backlash to Jey's involvement was substantial, and the YouTube dislikes unfortunately spoke for themselves. Are you guys happy that Jey has been removed from the Elimination Chamber match? Are WWE absolutely done with his singles push now? Next up, who attacked Jey Uso? Jey Uso was brutally attacked backstage before the show began, leaving him buried under ladders, wooden beams and some metal, and thus forced out of the scheduled Elimination Chamber match. So far, the identity of the attacker remains unknown and no one was apprehended after the assault. However, there are some fingers pointing at some suspects, one being Drew McIntyre, as he may have targeted Uso to weaken potential competition for his WrestleMania title offense. It could have also been Sami Zayn. His behavior after the attack raised suspicion, especially after he blamed others and then backed down during a confrontation with Fatu. Sami in recent weeks has really lost his cool. Could he have gone over the edge and attacked his friend Jey Uso? Some are saying that it could have even been Jacob Fatu, as let's be fair, he wanted to be in the Elimination Chamber match itself, and this could have been the ideal way for him to get in. But many are pointing the finger at the Vision faction, well, specifically Austin Theory. Before even SmackDown, Austin Theory posted a photo on his Instagram story with a photo of Jey Uso in the gym, with the words, "interesting." This has definitely put him as the prime suspect in attacking Jey Uso. Who do you think it was? Was it Austin Theory? Next up, who is this Masked Man? One of the most shocking moments of last night's SmackDown saw Logan Paul unmask the Masked Man. But in a surprising twist, the Masked Man was a name that fans had never seen before, and it's now been revealed just who this individual was. The name of the Masked Man was Don Furio, and it appears that he's actually a student of Seth Rollins' acclaimed wrestling school. This is actually pretty cool, and it heavily implies that Rollins used one of his own students as a decoy to knock the Vision off the scent. This also means that the Masked Man angle hasn't been scrapped altogether. Following Raw on Monday, there were rumors that WWE were going to go in a completely different direction with the angle, but that doesn't appear to be the case. The majority of fans still expect Rollins to be revealed as the Masked Man, and this reveal could come as early as tonight at the Chamber in the PLE. However, since they're already going to unveil that crate, they're probably not going to have 2 mystery angles end on the same night. Next up, why WWE delivered a title change. Nia Jax and Lash Legend are the new women's tag team champions, but why exactly did WWE pull the trigger on a title change just 24 hours before the Elimination Chamber PLE? Well, the main reason is that it actually opens the door for Rhea Ripley to win the Chamber tonight. If she retained the titles alongside Io Sky, then it would have been likely that Sky and Ripley would be defending at WrestleMania. But now, obviously this isn't going to occur. This now gives Ripley a clear path to victory tonight, which will no doubt delight fans, as Ripley is a fan favorite to win the Chamber and challenge Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. In relation to Sky, fans are suggesting that Sky takes on Julia for the US title at WrestleMania. This match will be notable as it would mark the first time in WWE history that the women's US title has been defended on a PLE, and it would be their first match together ever. Next up, the Demon returning tonight. Could Finn Balor be bringing back his celebrated demon persona tonight? Some fans are convinced that Balor is going to bring the gimmick back tonight, but according to Balor during an interview for Radio Times UK, he has no plans to reintroduce the character tonight. It's really more than just paint, it's a mental state. It really is an alter ego for me, and it's something that I need to tap into. It's something that I like to do, something that I certainly want to do again, but like with the music, timing is everything, and the timing has to be right. I'm sure we'll get there in the future, but right now, my focus is on the World Heavyweight Championship and CM Punk, and that feels like this is something Finn has to do. Balor was initially set to bring back the gimmick at SummerSlam last year in a match versus Dominic Mysterio. It's still possible that Balor brings back the gimmick at some point in the future, but all signs point towards Balor losing tonight, so it may not be in WWE's best interest to bring the character back to TV with a definitive loss. I mean, if he's going to be Demon Balor, then he really has to win. Well, that is until another Masked Man cuts the ropes. Next up, a WWE debut confirmed. There were substantial rumors that Danhausen is debuting in WWE tonight. Reports are suggesting that the unique character is going to be revealed in the wooden crate, and there are now numerous signs that they are seemingly confirming his debut. Danhausen is promoting the fact that he's a free agent via X, but this does appear to be one big ruse. Also, Danhausen, as of last night, has officially been removed from the AEW roster page, which means he is free to sign with WWE. It's unclear what plans WWE have for Danhausen, but the fact that he's debuting at a PLE means that they see some great value in his character and gimmick. Next up, Cody Rhodes takes a shot at the WWE roster. Now, a new interview from Cody Rhodes has social media talking today. Rhodes appeared on Mostly Sports with Brandon Walker, and during the conversation, Rhodes and Walker debated today's wrestlers being too sensitive to fan insults, and this is what Rhodes had to say on the matter. "We all of a sudden have gone so sensitive to what fans say. There's no code outside of moral and ethical craziness. You buy a ticket, there's no code of conduct. You can tell somebody they suck. You can tell somebody they're fat. You can, it doesn't matter." Rhodes would add that WWE events act as such fun events for fans to blow off steam. "You should hear the stuff that's being yelled at me at the ring, in the middle of trying to give a heartfelt speech about Terry Funk or something like that. It's a fun event for fans to blow off steam. My grandfather, who is bringing Dusty to the shows, only came to try and fight the heels." Rhodes would finish the discussion by stating that WWE wrestlers are making bank right now and they need to let their personal feelings go and embrace their role. And he's definitely right. Fans do have the right to cheer and boo whoever they want. Next up, CM Punk calls out WWE booking. A world champion CM Punk has never been one to shy away from his true feelings, and during a new interview with Morning Mosh Pit, Punk took aim at WWE's approach to booking rivals in tag teams. Now, WWE has a real big habit of booking can they coexist storylines and matches, and to say that these angles are stale is an understatement. Speaking on the topic, Punk stated, "A wrestling trope? How about this one? Can the guys who are wrestling each other form a tag team and get along on the road to, say, WrestleMania 42? I'm not trying to tag with Roman over the next 8 weeks. Can they coexist? Man, shut up." The answer is no, and I'll see you in Las Vegas. But Punk also took aim at WWE's habit of booking the Chamber PLE in a formulaic manner. WWE traditionally books a chamber to start and end the show, but according to Punk, WWE should move away from this. "Here's another trope. We start the show with an Elimination Chamber and we end the show with an Elimination Chamber. Let's get rid of that too." But Punk would add that his match versus Finn Balor would benefit from going on first, so it'll be interesting to see if WWE listens to Punk's comments. And finally, a major WrestleMania change confirmed. Our final story today looks at WrestleMania 42 and how WWE has now confirmed a major change for the show. The show will indeed air at an early time, but WWE has announced that the first hour of each night will air on ESPN. This has likely been done to attract new viewers, so we can certainly expect some big matches in the first hour of each broadcast. This may also influence what match main events night 1 of the show, as WWE may want to kick things off hot with a huge match, such as the WWE title showdown. But there you have it, folks, our look at SmackDown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.